have nieces and nephews that are my heart. I love them very much. They're very sweet people. But let me tell you something. I'm the auntie that everybody remembers did the stupid things on the vacation. You know, that ended up in the hospital or ended up at the ER. You know, this guy, or I hurt one of the kids somehow without, you know. I'm always, and when, no matter how much you get together with your family, if you're that person, that's all they want to talk about. They all, remember that time? You know, yeah, I remember it. I wish you would just not. And so we went to Bend about 20 years ago, and that's where my family is this weekend. They're over in Bend, Oregon. And about 25 years ago, we went over there. The kids were little, and I wanted to be the fun aunt. So they said, we're going to go horseback riding. Okay. Okay, yay. And so I was a good aunt. Everybody got on their horses, and then they brought mine out, and I'm not lying. This should have been pulling a plow and a truck. It was the biggest horse I've ever seen in my life. The Clydesdales look small compared to this horse. And I'm standing there, this is my horse. Okay, this is my horse. And then the genius, the stirrup's up here. The stirrup is right here. And the guy goes, just put your foot up there. And you just bounce a couple times, and you throw your leg over. I get my leg up there, I wouldn't be riding a horse. I'd be a trucker's wife. So I turned to this mental genius, and I said, I'm gonna need some help. I am not lying. 6 guys. It took 6 guys. We had 3 on one side pulling and 3 more on the other side pushing and shoving, and that hasn't happened since high school. And high school, did you get it? Anyway, so I had to get on the float. Anyway, so now they got me on this thing. And when I say this is a big horse, this horse has also been eating for about 9 years without moving. It was as wide as it was tall. And I'm not. Sure, I'm not. I got a 3-inch inseam. And so I got on this damn horse, and I go, what do I do with my legs? He goes, just wrap. I can't bend my knees. I look like Barbie Mountain Kid in 1958. Unbelievable. And then one of my nieces thought it'd be funny, so she slapped the back of the horse, and we started to trot. And I went right off the back. I caught an earring in the tail, and I got dropped for like 350 feet, like my tits can rototill. Just, no, I don't want to go on the family vacation. Thank you very much. I love them, though. They keep me young. They try to keep me young. During COVID, they drove me crazy. They were afraid I was going to be lonely, you guys. I've lived alone forever. Don't bother me. I got shit to do. This is the same day. Did some different stuff. It's not a problem for me. And they kept calling me up going, are you lonely? No, I'm not lonely. Leave me alone, you know. All of a sudden, I started getting emails from YouTube that I'm taking a macrame class. Do you know what macrame is? You tie shit together and hang your dignity from it. I'm telling you. If you have a grandparent that's, they've given up. Do you understand? They've just given up. It's what we used to do with shag carpeting when we were stoned in the 70s. That's and that. That's good right there. I like that one. That's good. Honest to God, here's the worst one. They signed me up for silver singles. Do y'all know what Silver Singles is? A dating app for old people. Now, they did it during COVID because they knew I wouldn't ever go on a date. So I wouldn't have to see the people. So they thought, I said, first of all, I was so mad. I started getting emails from desperate old gentlemen. And I was reading them and I felt bad because I didn't know if the guy liked me or he just had a tremor and swiped right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that deserves so much more than you gave me on that one. I'm just going to tell you that one. So, yeah, now it's a pretty clap. That's okay. Anyway. So now and I call my oldest niece. I have 4 nieces, and at this time she was 48. I had 2 46s and a 32. Sounds like a bra drawer, doesn't it? Anyway, so I called my oldest niece and I go, "What the hell did you do?" She goes, "Oh, are you getting emails?" I go, "Yeah. What did you think?" She goes, I said, "What picture did you use?" She says, "Suze, honestly, don't be mad. Don't you want to get married?" No. No, nobody gets married for the first time at 70. No. Not unless there's a verified pension and a diagnosis. You don't get married. You just don't do it. And then I said, "Honey, you get married when you're young, and you have your whole life ahead of you, and you have all these dreams and aspirations, and you have somebody to share all that with, and then you grow old together, and you blame them for the shit you didn't get to do, and that's growing old. That's marriage." I said, "You know, at 70, I am not bringing much to the table. You know, maybe the smell of CBD oil and Altoids. That's pretty much it." You know, they try so hard, though. They do try hard. My birthday last year, they got me a gift card for a tattoo. You know I'm coming to you. Now, you have beautiful tattoos on your arms and your wherever I can see. And that's your generation. And I understand that. Did you design those?
I came up with the design.
You came up with a design. You found something that could match your concept.
Yeah.
This gift card's for $100.
Like 60.
So they're cheap bitches on top of that. They're driving me crazy. I haven't had it. They want me to give it back to them. I'm going to give it to the guy living down at the end of my block. Honest to God, I'm not going to give back to him. What are you going to have done? What are you going to have done? Well, I don't know what I'm going to have done. Maybe I'll have my upper lip put back on my fucking face. Because I don't know where the hell that went, but it's gone. It came off with the mask. And then I became an Amish man. I've never had so much facial hair in my whole life. That is not easy to pluck either. You can pluck it all you want, but honest to God, it hurts, doesn't it? Hurts like a senator. You get older, it just doesn't, and it's long. It made me question my pronouns. I'm in the bathroom tugging on that. The pliers are not cutting it. I have needle nose pliers. I stopped tugging. Because I realized every time I tugged really hard, my left breast would go up 2.5 inches. So I just started tying them off. So anyway, they want me to have, I don't want symbols. This skin's not coming back, honey. I've lost a lot of weight, and there's not a spank in the world that's gonna hold this shit. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm just, and I don't want pictures, and I don't, I told my niece, just to make her crazy, my youngest, I get help me with this, tramp Tramp stamp. That's it. Tramps. See, that's the perfect place for an older person to put their tattoos. Back here, you put your Social Security numbers back there. You put your blood type. In case of emergency, phone number. You can put your allergies down your butt cheeks. Because there's a good chance when I wander away from the home, I'm gonna be naked.